So as you can see, the race delayed by just 15 minutes here. Just a setup issue up on the mountain, but they'll have the course ready in no time at all. My understanding is that that delay is just 15 minutes, and we should be able to get this second run of the day underway as soon as possible. Now, earlier on, you might have watched the Super G with us. The shot to the left-hand side, as you can see there, would be where the finish area of the Super G was, but we're going to take a look now at the new finish line as part of the slalom course, much shorter than the Super G earlier on, so slightly more up the mountain, and actually the finish line is pretty much in line with the commentary position, so there you can see up on the mountain. So again, if you're just joining us, delay start to the race on the second run of this Alpine combined competition. We're now scheduled to start at 13:45 local time. Plenty of good competition up there on the mountain. Then obviously the Super Combined is what it used to be called. It's now called the Alpine Combined. Henry Kasava was the champion when it came to the last Paralympics last year in the women's VI. Zhu Daking with the silver, and Menna Fitzpatrick, who you just saw a couple of moments ago on the screen, was the bronze medal winner. In the standing, Ebba Arshou is leading the way, and she led the way in Beijing as well. Zhang Mingqiu was second on that day, and it was Alana Ramsey, who's not competing here, who got the bronze in Beijing. And in the women's sit ski competition, Annalena Forster, who is leading the way here in Espoo, was the Paralympic champion in Beijing. Momoka Muraoka was in second, and it was a third medal in the same competition for the Chinese athletes as well. Liu Xitong taking the bronze in that one. Over in the men's events, the Super Combined, as it was won by Bertagnoli of Italy in the men's VI. Jonas Aigner came in second. Neil Simpson, who is currently in a very good position in this event, he's the bronze medal winner from Beijing. In the standing, it was Arthur Barchet. Santeri Kiviu didn't come up with the goods this morning in the first run, and Adam Hall of New Zealand, who took the bronze over there in Beijing. Jesper Pedersen, Jeroen Kampschur, and Niels de Langen were the medal winners in the Super Combined when it came to Beijing. Niels de Langen has already crashed out of the competition, missing a gate and just failing to get back on his turn and get through what he needed to do. He said he was fine, just trying to find too much speed. He was happy with how quick he was going, just overcooked it when it came to that right-hander a little bit earlier on. So they are the Paralympic champions we have. Most of those are here trying to win the world title as well. Skiers at the top of the hill at the start gates, getting themselves ready, but more importantly at the moment, just keeping themselves warm with this delayed start. We'll lead off with Sara Choi of Korea, the opening VI athlete, Eva Niku, Alexandra Rexova, Martina Vosa, Menna Fitzpatrick, and Chiara Marcel is the order will go in for the women's VI in a little while. We are just about 10 minutes away from getting started. You can see that this is not just a competition hill, it is of course a holiday hill, and I'm being told that we're now moving the start back to 1400 as well. So a 1400 now start of the second run. So yes, confirming, as you can see on the bottom of the hill, race delayed now until 1400. That's the look up to the top. Don't worry, if you just tuned in and I've just told you that the race is delayed until 1400, I am not going to talk until we start the racing at 1400. So just letting you know that we have got that delay. So we'll be back with you in a couple of moments. Let's take a look back at the morning action, shall we? So there again, the delayed start to our racing up to 1400 now. 2 o'clock this afternoon, we will get underway. These kids haven't been put off from coming to watch. They've been having some ski lessons themselves up on the mountain. They're making their way up the side to cheer on these athletes when they eventually do get started. Not great for the athletes themselves. There's Benna Fitzpatrick, currently in second position going into this second run. Lots of high spirits. That's the Greek athlete Evangelia Nikou. Just the preparations of the mountain just taking slightly longer than was expected. That's what's caused the delay. And of course, the course has to be safe. Not only does it have to be quick and exciting for us to watch, but it does have to be safe for those athletes to take part in. So you can understand wanting to make sure that everything is right when it comes to this course. And so many different impairments being considered when it comes to the build of the course as well. You can see all the runs that people can take on, whether they're holiday skiers or the pros. Taking a look at Dimitris Profensis, the guide for Greece. No big thick coats for the Greeks up on the top there. They are second to go, but I thought perhaps they'd still be covered up with almost 20 minutes remaining until we start again. Long look at the course as it is to the new finish area. Just joining us, hoping to see the action already started. You're unlucky. It's we've got a delay of some half an hour at the moment. We're hoping it doesn't go any longer than that. It was originally 15 minutes. It's now stretched to half an hour. Hopefully once the action gets going, that man with these massive cameras will be able to take some very nice pictures indeed. But for now, we're looking out onto what is the scenic view from Espoo. Race delayed until 1400.
Information appearing on the screen by jury decision. The first start will be at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. So there's a little 50 minutes delay, and we'll start at 2 o'clock. Va començar a 14 minutes plus tard. Els veiem com l'Slip Crew, la gent de pistes, els tècnics, col·laboradors, tornen a passar per la vora d'aquest traçat d'eslàlom, acabant de deixar a punt el recorregut. Ara mateix 3:15 del migdia, i com dèiem, la primera sortida serà a les 2 del migdia. D'aquí 15 minuts hi ha hagut un petit retard novament de 15 minuts per acabar de deixar la pista a punt, i llavors sí, però de tota manera estigueu atents perquè en el moment que comenci la competició la cosa anirà molt ràpid. Són aproximadament una setantena de participants en intervals molt curts, i per tant doncs serà una competició força intensa. Aquesta part d'eslàlom de la combinada alpina per decidir els guanyadors d'avui. According to the official time, now it's 1:46. So we're talking about 13 this round that will decide the final results of the Alpine final.
La banda
se non peghi ma concordo.
Quick look at the start list. Maybe some of the races that the Super G have followed. Maybe because they did not finish, or they fell, or they didn't start. But let's take a look anyway. Pit number 1 is Nico from Greece. Fifth in the Super G today. The number 4, Banana 600, was actually second in the Super G today. Number 3, Sarah Choi of Korea, and the starters of Great Britain. The number 4, Martina Quattro of Italy. Number 5, Chiara Matteo of Italy as well. 6, Alessandra Rexova of Slovakia. This was the winner, this is Derek. For women's side, in number 7, the winner of yesterday's Super G and today's Super G, Eva Orfeo. In number 8, Anna Maria Rida of Germany. Number 9, Andrea Westbrook of Germany. All of them between the favorites. Bid number 10.
The afternoon. How are you feeling?
Ja, det känns väldigt bra. Jag var lite nervös för att det var ganska rakt satt, men det gick bra. I was pretty nervous because it was pretty straight, the course, but I managed to do it pretty well.
And how are you feeling about potentially getting another gold medal?
Ja, jag vet inte, man ska väl inte prata om det än. Det är ju ett år kvar och jag kan ju göra dumheter i slalom och så, men jag ska försöka. Yeah, I don't know about that, but I'm gonna try my best and see what happens. Slalom is my best discipline, but also I can make some stupid mistakes.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck for the afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tack.
Ich hoffe es. Klar, jetzt ist noch der Slalom da, den ich fahren muss. Und ja, ich gebe mein Bestes und hoffe, dass es für Gold reicht. Yeah, it was a good start, and I hope the slalom will also be a good one. I'm excited, and yeah, let it go.
How's the course feeling out there at the moment? Is it tricky? Is it smooth? How's it feeling for you?
It was faster than yesterday. It was more direct. Yeah, but it is a good course. The snow is very good, and yeah.
And in German, please.
Ja, die Pisten sind gut, der Schnee ist gut. Es ist deutlich schneller zu fahren heute, weil der Kurs einfach direkter gesteckt ist. Macht Spaß auf jeden Fall.
Well, good luck for the afternoon. Thank you.
So again, we have had a delayed start to the racing, but we are about ready to get underway. It was put back till 2 o'clock. It might be a couple of minutes before that. So we are at the moment being told we are getting ready to get into the action once again. 4 runners, my understanding, are out on the course. We'll hopefully see some action very, very shortly. So once again, welcome back to the coverage of the FIS Para-Alpine Ski World Championships here in Espoo. The Alpine combined event second run is coming up. Weather around about -5 at the moment. Sunny is the word. It is bright out here on the mountain. $400-meter drop, 63 gates, 60 of those being turns. So the Super G is done. It's time for the slalom. We start off with the women's VI here in this Alpine combined. Mena Fitzpatrick in second position at the turn of this event. Chiara Marcel leads the way. 58.54 in the Super G. It's time to see what they can do with the slalom and pick up a medal. So 19-year-old Sarah Choi will go first. Representing Republic of Korea. Her guide is Kim Hyun-hyung. 105.08 this morning in the Super G. This is, of course, the Alpine combined event, so that means that their time from the morning is combined with their time from the afternoon. So her clock starting at 105.08. Don't adjust your eyes, she's not been going that long already. But the much slower slalom part of the Alpine combined event. Our first chance to see the FIS Para-Alpine World Ski Championships, of course. Espoo, the venue that holds the first ever FIS Para-Alpine World Ski Championships. Choi navigating nicely so far. She went through the first time check at 136.51. Over the 2-minute mark they go. Choi will set the first time then, so 2:10.66 for Sarah Choi. Will it be good enough for a medal? We'll have to wait and see. Second out of the gate this afternoon is Eva Niku. Evangelia Niku, to give her a full name. Dimitris Profensis is the guide for Eva. And Niku, just 22 years of age. Won her first ever World Championship medal in the Super G. But in the Super G leg of this Alpine combined, didn't get off to the best of starts. She's well inside Sarah Choi. You would expect that as well, the Greek athlete. Again, all of these Alpine skiers in the women's VI category classified as B2. That is the middle group of the three that there is in the vision impaired category. B1 having the lowest visual acuity. B3 being the highest. All of these sitting in that middle character. So 2:10.66 to beat. This looks very comfortable in terms of beating that time. It will just be outside 2 minutes. 2:01.41 for Eva Niku. Next up then, Alexander Vrexova from Slovakia. Paralympic champion of the Super G. Failing to finish the race yesterday and win the world title as well. So this is her chance to try and get a first world medal under her belt. That Paralympic title was a huge moment for the youngster. She was a bronze medalist in the slalom in Beijing as well. Combining those two skills, she would be hoping for a medal here. She's inside Niku's time, but that's not what she's worrying about. She needs to be much higher up. She was currently fourth going into this, which means just outside those medals, of course. Vosa, Fitzpatrick and Mazel controlling bronze, silver and gold in that order. But how things can change. You've only got to straddle a gate, you've only got to miss one, you've only got to fall. You've only got to misjudge the speed, and all your hopes and dreams of a medal can swiftly disappear on the hills. She was 0.41 under. What will it be at the line? It's going to be close. 0.44. Rexova goes to the top of the pile. She needs somebody to do her a favour in the final three athletes. But Alexandra Rexova leads the way. Her time, 2 minutes, 0.97 as a total. To win a medal now, you really want to be inside 2 minutes to guarantee it. This is the 18-year-old Martina Voza. Yelena Sabidusi, the guide. Comes from Monfalcone in Italy. How will Voza fare at that first intermediate? That's the one check of the time. It's her second World Championship. She's got a bronze in the slalom at the last World Championships. Failed to medal in Beijing, which would have hurt, and she's gone behind here. Rexova has a fractional lead. But there are plenty more gates to go for Vosa to put this right. Oh, it's wild and wide. She got off balance, and she goes off course and off the podium, more importantly. Just here, she caught that red gate, trying to get through to the left-hand side. She knew she'd done wrong. Arm went up in the air, corrected her balance, but at that point, she was completely off course. And Rexova will take at least a bronze here. Fitzpatrick was in second going into this run. 24-year-old with guide Katie Guest. These two have got to know each other real quickly. Mena making a big change of a guide. Oh, and clattering into a gate just a moment ago. Now the question will be whether she straddled it or not. She's certainly lost all manner of pace, and Rexova at the moment, well, I think the decision is that she has. And now Fitzpatrick goes out. Well, Alexandra Rexova went into this run in fourth position, and third and second have done exactly the same thing. Let's just take a look, hopefully, in a moment at where Fitzpatrick goes wrong. She carries on for a little while, but I think there's a realization, well before this, there's a realization that she's probably missed a gate, either straddled it or missed it altogether. But she certainly has decided to pull up to the side. She lost all manner of speed through it anyway. So it's down to Chiara Mazel. Gold medalist yesterday, Mazel. Is this back-to-back gold medals for the young Italian? It's a wonderful opportunity to do so as well. The 26-year-old, debut world champs last time out. Didn't medal in Beijing. She's already picked up a gold here. And Chiara Mazel with a massive opportunity to take a second gold medal in just 2 days at these World Championships. I said Alexandra Rexova needed some luck because she was fourth. She got ahead of Niku as she needed to, but with 3 still to come, she needed some luck. And at the moment, she's had all of it. Or is there some more? 1 second is the gap that Mazel can play with. But any mistakes here, and Rexova is the beneficiary once more. Real hard work. 2.97, yes it is! It's back-to-back gold medals for Chiara Mazel. The Super G title is accompanied by the Alpine combined. It's double gold joy. Chiara Mazel takes the title of Alpine combined. What a day it's been. What a 2 days it's been. We'll hear hopefully from our race winner in not so long, but what a good second run that is. Alexova will take the silver. It's Niku with bronze. Well, there you see the official standings then. Mazel takes it just a second over from Alexova. Niku in third. Patrick and Voza go from medal positions to out. Well, hopefully that women's VI is a taste of the action still to come. Hopefully all the other categories have got just as much drama as that did. You see those winners receiving their cheers from the crowd as well as the stadium announcer or the venue announcer as well. We'll hear from hopefully our winner in just a matter of moments.
Gold yesterday, gold again today. Fantastic job.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy. Also because the slalom is not my best discipline, and so very, very good. I'm very satisfied.
And can we have that in Italian as well, please?
Sono molto soddisfatta di questo primo posto, anche perché lo slalom non è la mia disciplina migliore, perciò non potevo voler di meglio.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
You saw Fabrizio Casal there, the guide for Chiara Mazel. He was the guide for Bertagnoli as well in the past. I think he was trying to indicate that that's either his 6th or his 7th world title for him. So good stuff from the guides themselves. You see Ebbe Ersho of Sweden, the final one to go here in the women's standing. That is because she had the quickest time of the morning. The other medal places at the moment belong to Germany and France, Rita and Richard. But to go up first, Shani Vaspi of Israel. '21-year-old single-leg skier from Israel. She was just 3 years of age when she lost her leg in a motor accident. Was introduced to skiing. And she said the first time she touched the snow, she fell in love with it. And here's an opportunity for her to compete at the highest of levels, these World Championships here in Espoo. It's not her first, she was in Lillehammer as well. She got 7th in the Super G. She only completed in the giant slalom over in Beijing in the Paralympic Games. So this is Shene Vaspi driving away through the gates. Of course, the single leg ski is really having to shift the body weight to get in between each one. 2:29.01 for Shene Vaspi. Next up, Ali Johnson, 28-year-old from Chicago, also competing in her 2nd World Championships. US have a fairly big team here competing. Johnson some 5 seconds quicker than Lasby so far, so USA on course to lead for a few moments, as we've just seen in the women's VI category though. The most important thing is to make sure that you lead at the end of your run, because you just never know what's about to happen after you've been. We saw 2 of the women's VI athletes fail to finish, which elevated those who'd already been onto the podium, perhaps unexpectedly, but there you go. Niku getting a second bronze in 2 days. Dexova getting a silver. But here, Ali Johnson crosses the line. 2:22.32 is the total time. And that is some 6.69 seconds ahead of Lasby. So here's Gaskova. Another of the Slovakian contingent here taking part in ISPO. It's a hard slide through the slalom. You see quite clear impairments for Gaskova, both arms, so no use of ski poles either side. So this is all about that lower body twist and the turn and the strength that's needed, as well as trying to find speed, certainly in the flatter sections of the course. Drive that is needed. Gaskova. Heading towards the line here. She was well in front of Johnson's time at the first intermediate. There doesn't appear to be any mistakes so far, and with just a handful of gates to go, that remains the same for Vanessa Gaskova, who just gets there in front. 0.45 in front of Ali Johnson, and that is job done for Gaskova. Andrea Roffus prepares herself, bib number 9 for Germany's Roffus. Her factor 100%, so whilst there is no use of the ski pole in the left hand, that clock will run as normal. Roffus knows the challenges, the lady from Stuttgart. Made her international debut all the way back in 2004 for Germany. By the time she got to Torino in 2006, she was a winner of a silver medal. Vancouver, just as profitable. She got 2 there. And she's elevated that to gold as her career's gone on. It's been a little while since her last gold medal, but she continues to find medals at major events. Bronze in the giant slalom in Beijing, Super G standing. Bronze in Lillehammer last time out. And already Rothfuss with a silver here in ISPO in the Super G. Can she put a bit of pressure on those above her, as Roxana did? Well, she's 13 seconds ahead of the rest of the field as it stands. So the answer is that she is top of the pile now, and the pressure is on Turgeon, Richard, Rieder and Archaud from here on in. You've done as much as you can, Andrea. Frederic Turgeon. Knows what it means to win medals, 2 bronze and a silver back in 2019 under emotional conditions. The passing of her father not long before. Disappointment of missing out in Beijing through injury, or just a little slide here. The silver in those World Championships in 2019 did come in the slalom. Fantastic performance. Turgeon, no medal in Lillehammer. Didn't get one yesterday in the Super G. Is this the Alpine combine, the event that allows her to showcase what she can do and find her way onto the podium? Final few gates, she was in front. She's got to go 2:08. She will. And leads by over half a second from Rothfuss. 3 to come. She needs a mistake from somebody or a slow time to find her way onto the podium. So Rothfuss drops into second. Turgeon drops into first. Richard, who was perhaps the surprise run. Just 17 already, Richard. Don't know a great deal about her. I know this is her debut in terms of major international event. Again, we have got quite a large French contingent of flag wavers and cowbell ringers. This is looking good so far for Aurélie Richard. She has to go 2:07.97. And she's already 1.58 up here. She stretched the lead that she had earlier on. You can just see a few wobbly moments though, throwing herself into these gates with everything she's got at the moment. The potential for a World Championship bronze is on here. Started the day in third. Just needs to go to the top after this run to guarantee a medal, and she will do just that. It is a debut medal for Richard of France, but which colour is it going to be? Big performance, 4.51 the gap. She has asked lots of questions here of Germany's Rieder and Sweden's Arsho. What a new name on the circuit this is. Excellent work from Richard. The job is just starting for Anna Maria Rieder of Germany. Still only 22, and yet this is her 4th World Championships. Tarvisio in 2017, her debut, a bronze in the slalom. She's got a combined medal in Lillehammer and continued the slalom bronze run when she got to Beijing as well. At the moment, she started the day in second, or she started the afternoon in second, and she's doing well. 1.92 the gap. Just needs to maintain that sort of speed, that sort of line, that sort of composure, and it will guarantee the biggest medal of her career to date. If she comes in top position now, she guarantees silver. Never done before for Rieder. Never more than a bronze at a major event. And this is her opportunity. 2:03.46 to beat. It's 2:01.80. And Anna Maria Rieder has the biggest medal of her career. And now just has to wait. Now just has to wait. It's the first silver of her young career. At the 4th World Champs of asking, can it be gold? Is there a mistake from Arsho? Well, the Swede is cool as you like, calm as they come, and concentrating on picking up another gold medal. She's already taken the Super G title. She led at halfway in this one. Eba Arsho just has to come up with a quick, clean run to take a second gold. Or is this Anna Maria Rieder's defining moment? Couple of big slides from Arsho, and that's the moment we talked about. That's exactly what we were saying. Anna Maria Rieder just has to wait and see if there is a mistake from Arsho, and it was huge. Now the gap is still only 1.15. Is there some sort of comeback from Arsho here? She was already driving herself hard into those gates. The one mistake has let Rieder in. What can Arsho do here? This would be sensational if she was to make that time up. 2:01.80. She closes in on the finishing line. This is remarkable. She might still do it. Oh, she will. Eba Arsho even with a stoppage, managed to find the speed at the bottom. She hits the deck. I'm not quite sure if that's in injury or just in exhaustion. Huge effort. You see her here climbing back up to make the run back down. That is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. And she has put every ounce of effort into that bottom half. Talk about the determination. That is real never say die spirit right there. Well, that is simply sensational. Anna Maria Rieder must have been licking her lips at the potential of a goal when Arsho seemed to miss a gate altogether. She had to trudge her way back up and get round the post, and she did that. But not only did she do that, she then got back down in first position. Stunning, absolutely stunning. 158.44. Well, there you go. There's those 3 medal winners, and Arsho absolutely exhausted. You can see the effort that must have gone in that bottom half. There to see on the face that perhaps a little pain. She maybe took a little knock on that stoppage, but certainly there's huge smiles all around there. Brilliant from Richard, first ever medal for her. Rieder gets a silver, first and best medal she's ever had. It's gold for Arsho.
Well, AB, you're still getting your breath back. You're absolutely shattered, but it's another gold medal. How did you do it?
It was terrible. Det var inte bra, så men jag orkade och kämpade, så ja.
So, you're looking ahead to the rest of the week. You're hoping to improve on that then?
Yeah. Ja, jag måste verkligen jobba på det där, för det var svårare än vad jag trodde. Det bara sköt iväg i varje sväng. Yeah, I have to work on this because it was hard. It never turned, it pushed away, and I was just on my back of my skis.
Well, congratulations. I'll let you catch your breath. Thank you.
Well, that was some simply phenomenal skiing from Ebba Arsho, and nice to hear that she's not entirely happy with the performance as well. She wants to go away and make it better. Here's the women's sitting category for the Alpine combined slalom run. Just the 3 athletes in this one. Medals guaranteed if you get to the bottom, but so far we've seen people not managing that. There you go. O'Brien, Stevens and Forster. We start with O'Brien. Sailor O'Brien. Bib 16 went 1:11.61 this morning. Found herself way behind Stevens and Forster, but a debut bronze on the opening day due to the miss gate from Barbara van Bergen. But this is a much more skilled and slower procedure over the slalom. And O'Brien just taking her time and making sure no mistakes creep in. Just 19. Oh, got her arm caught there, and that's the sort of mistake I was just talking about, not making it and almost replicating. Just struggling with the blue gates, trying to kill a little time by getting as close as possible. But if you get your outriggers caught in those posts, it can be disastrous. We see it certainly in the men's event. It's a little quicker than the women's traditionally. The speed they're going at, even in slalom, just trying to save themselves some time. They get caught up and it ends up spinning them out. But that one is eventually a safe run for Sailor O'Brien. 2:28.87 for the American. Any mistakes from Stevens and Forster, and she elevates into silver. But for now, she's guaranteed a bronze as we look out at Laurie Stevens. "38 years of age, Stevens. Just a slow pace in the early stages from Stevens.
Team number 70, Laurie Stephen, in station 4. Laurie Stephen was second.
Giant slalom and slalom medals at the last World Championships. The giant slalom was a gold for Laurie Stevens, something she hadn't done since La Molina in 2013. But actually, those slalom medals in Lillehammer were the first medals of her career on the major stages. She hadn't done it in any of the World or Paralympic Championships that she competed in. She's some 8 seconds ahead of her compatriot, but the likelihood is, again, should she stay on course, this is a double medal haul for USA. Again, missing a couple of their recognised names. Andrew Kirker in the men's sitting sorely missed on the start list. And that is a time of 2:17.71 for Laurie Stevens. And that is some 11 seconds clear of O'Brien. So Stevens, it wasn't the prettiest at times, but doesn't need to be. She has manoeuvred the monoski just as she's always done into medal positions. Final athlete in the women's sitting category, then Annalena Forster, who is the dominant force when it comes to women's sitting. Still only 27. And a great battle with the likes of Claudia Loesch and Anna Schaffelhuber when she first came onto the circuit. Those two have since retired from the sport. And allowed Forster to continue to dominate. But it was hard going when she first started with the likes of those names being around. Stephanie Victor, another that I can think of that comes to mind. Really forged the way for the women's sit skiers. It would be lovely to see a few more of them hitting the circuit. Momoko Muraoka not here at these World Championships either. So the Paralympic champion is heading very much to the world title here as well. It's back-to-back golds for Annalena Forster. The German takes it in a time of 2:03.13. Well, that is Annalena Forster's 12th gold medal at major events, and it is 2 from 2 so far here in Espoo. So there's the official standings then. O'Brien, Stevens and Forster bronze, silver, gold. 2 for the USA. Germany take the title with Annalena Forster at a time 2:03.13. Well, there we are. There are the 3 medal winners again, and the Americans picking up double prizes when it comes to the Alpine combined, but there was no beating the great Annalena Forster, gold number 12 between World and Paralympics.
Well, congratulations once again. Gold yesterday, gold today. What a perfect start to the World Championships.
Dankeschön. Ja, ich bin echt auch happy, dass ich das jetzt hier so schaffe. Ja, der Slalom war gerade echt heftig, aber nee, hat Spaß gemacht und ich bin echt froh. Yeah, I'm very happy, amazing, and the slalom was very tough but cool, and yes.
Well, congratulations and best of luck for the rest of the week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's all of the women's events done for the day. The Alpine combined continues, though, into the men's events now. The vision impaired category, as always, comes up first. It is a mouth-watering prospect between some very, very talented young men when it comes to this category. Aigner, Simpson, De La Place, Bertagnoli, all will feel like they have got something more than the other to give them the gold at the end of play. Patrick Jensen. Jensen went 1:02.44. He's the only person outside of a minute in the morning run. Six-year-old Australian competing here in his 4th World Championships. No difficulties so far, it would seem, for the Australian. Went through 1:33.06 at the first time check. Bertagnoli, who currently sits in 4th position, is the reigning Paralympic champion. And you see in the corner of the screen Hwang Mingyu of Korea setting off. It's Jensen, 2:08.29 for the Aussie. And Hwang making his way down. Jung Sang-hyun, the guide for him. 26-year-old. It's his birthday before the end of this competition in just a few days' time. Comes from Boyong. It's a 2nd World Championships for him. Fairly regular top 8 finishes since competing at Lillehammer. And the last World Championships, got a couple there. 7th, the combined event in Beijing. He's well up on Jensen, and as he hits the line, he has a time of 2:01.81, so just outside the 2-minute marker. It is our lowest classified VI athlete. Marek Kubacka, the Slovakian B1 skier, along with Maria Zatovikova. Once again, if you've never experienced VI skiing, and B1 the lowest visual acuity, and that means that Maria Zatovikova, the guide, uses not only her voice, she's got a speaker on the back of her backpack, which means that Marek is desperately trying to follow the sound as well as the instructions. It is fascinating to see, and at the moment Kubacka has a 5.49 second lead over those that went before him. It doesn't mean he can't win. The fact of time, as you see, oh, it's a slip and a slide. Oh, Kubacka just getting his left foot, it would seem, straddled against the pole, and it has caused the fall and the exit of Marek Kubatska. Just take a look here as he turns into this left side, just straddles the gate. Can't do that anyway. The poles go between the legs. It upends the Slovakian. And that is an end to his Alpine combined competition. Michael Golas, along with Kasper Valas, getting ready to hit the slopes. Golas will want to be in front of Huang when it comes to the finish line then. There'll be 5 more to go, but we've already seen someone go from 4th to 2nd. A real body wobble from Golas a few moments ago. Golas now will be well inside the 2-minute mark. It's brilliant, actually. 1:48.48. Puts the pressure on the rest. Michael Schnagel of Austria. Florian Erhardt is the guide. Quick start from the Austrians. It's a steady start here for Golos. How far ahead? For Schnagel, how far ahead of Golos will he be when they come to check the time? And a hand down on the ground just to steady himself, and he is behind. 0.58. And this is what we said about Michael Golos a few moments ago. Just put the performance in and see what happens. He's not having as much difficulty since that slide, it would seem. But how costly will that have been? 1:48.48 is fast ebbing away. He is not going to make that time. Michael Golas will remain at the top here. This is a big fall in time, and you see the arms of Schnagel at the end just pump them towards the floor in anger. Now here's a man that wants to elevate positions. He won't just want the bronze. He's currently in 4th position. Giacomo Bertagnoli. Away he goes with Andrea Ravelli. Bertagnoli needs to find speed here. 24-year-old. A 6-time world gold medal winner. Already he's well inside here. Got to keep it on the straight and narrow. It looks pretty smooth so far, doesn't it? Ravelli taking him through as good a route as possible. Real turn of speed through this section. The quick weave as the finish line approaches. What sort of time are we looking at? 1:45.55. He's 2.93 cleared of Golas. An energetic fist bump for Ravelli. Great turn of speed through this section here. Brilliantly done. It's a good run from Bertagnoli, a slalom gold medalist in Pyeongchang, the reigning combined gold medalist has put in as good as he can to try and secure a World Championship medal this time around. But this man sat in third. De La Place of France. Roy Picard captaining the ship of this team and leading on the voyage. What a little slide there from De La Place. You saw Picard just have a look behind him and realise that his man was a bit further behind than he thought. A 33-year-old. Those 4 world titles in Lillehammer, and this medal is slipping away. It is slipping away quick style. 4th yesterday in the Super G. This is looking like 4th again here. De La Place will miss out here, and in fact goes 3rd. Oh, disappointment for the Frenchman. Neil Simpson. He and his guide Rob Poth taking the gold in the Super G yesterday. It was bronze in the combined event in Pyeongchang for Simpson. It's a fairly new guide and athlete partnership. Okay, just look at the distance between these two. Poth really having to slow down and realise that Simpson is not as close as he thought through this slower section. He need to be close and follow those instructions. Simpson has a bit of a wobble. 0.24 was all he had in terms of a lead over Bertagnoli, who at the moment is hoping that this run from Simpson is slower. 1:45.39 has gone. Oh, Bertagnoli's run is looking better and better and better. Simpson can only go second. It's hurt him. Physically, it's took it out of him there, Neil Simpson. And he finds himself behind the man that won the Paralympic title once again. So away goes the current leader, Johannes Aigner. The final of our VI athletes here. Just 17 years of age. Double gold in Lillehammer, including the slalom, so you wouldn't expect him to struggle in this one. He took the giant slalom gold in Beijing. What he has to do is better the time of Bertagnoli of Italy, who has done a tremendous job to go from 4th after the first run to guaranteeing a silver. We saw just a second there, Aigner just stretching, just having to balance and regain. 1:45.89 is what he needs. This is going to be close. 1:44.24. It's Aigner's day. The Paralympic champion is beaten into second. The world champion is the youngster Johannes Aigner. Once again, it's gold around the youngster's neck. Well, there you see the man that won the slalom gold at the last World Championships. He's used those skills to good effect. He's out skied Bertagnoli. Neil Simpson finds himself in third for a bronze for the Brit. See some of the sit skiers having a chat in the background. And again, a few spectators who have gathered at the bottom to welcome the skiers in. Well, there are the race winners then. Bertagnoli finding his way into second position in the end. Neil Simpson, it looked like it took everything out of him in that run, but there was no stopping Johannes Aigner of Austria. The youngster has claimed yet another world title already.
Well, first of all, congratulations. You told me in the earlier interview the slalom is your favourite. You're expecting to win, and that is exactly what happened. Gold medal.
Ja, ist natürlich sehr schön, dass wir jetzt die Guten haben nach der Silbernen. Das Slalom war nicht ganz einfach da, die Saison, überhaupt ins Flach raus. Haben wir es, glaube ich, ein bisschen gehabt, aber sonst hat es gepasst und man kann zufrieden sein.
Yeah, it's unbelievable that it worked like we planned. The slalom was way harder than we expected to be, especially in the last section. We had a few problems there, but I think we managed it quite well, and just speechless a bit.
Well, I'll let you go and enjoy your win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, it was harder than expected, and so it should be. If you want a gold medal, you have to earn it. Manuel Rachbauer will be first to go here in the men's standing Alpine combined. Santeri Kiveri, the Paralympic silver medalist, will be very surprised to find himself so far down the list. Robin Kusch leads the way. From Arta Barchet, Thomas Walsh, Guimond, Pajancic, Pellizzari. Just a few of the names that will be chasing down on those front two. Those two, the only ones inside 55 seconds. Manuel Rachbauer down in 22nd place, single ski pole user from Austria. 22 years of age, competing in his first ever World Championships. Slalom and the giant slalom were the two events that he took part in Beijing, so you would expect here an upturning fortune perhaps for Rachbauer. His factored time 87.99, that's how it affects the clock running. Nice and steady for Rachbauer as we start to look at the next athlete to come, which is Bendotti, one of the single leg skiers leaving the game. But Rachbauer over the 2 minute mark. This is going to be around about 2:10. He gets there 2:10, 2:08 for Manuel Rachbauer. That's the end of his day's racing. Davide Bendotti, 28 years of age for Italy. Made his debut back in 2015. Started picking up Italian Championship victories just a year later. He's flying here, 3.37, weaving his way through very nicely indeed. Bendotti competing in his 4th World Championships, debut World Championships, of course, in 2017 in Tarvisio in Italy, so a big moment to be able to represent your country in your own country. And he crosses the line in 2:02.76. This is Arvid Skoglund of Sweden.
The 5th position for Yacine de la Paz. From France, who is Roy Picard.
He's inside Bendotti at the moment. Just 0.14 though. Skoglund finding his way through the course. Sturdy 19 from Östersund. This is a reminder, if you want to catch up on any of the Para-Nordic World Championships, that's exactly where they are, in Östersund. Skoglund gets across the line in 0.55 for the young Swede. Garuta Koike. Okay, you see his left arm inside the bib. Doesn't have the functionality in the left arm to be able to use the ski pole, so trapping it inside the bib. You see a few of the athletes that do that. Oh, what is this? Just caught one of those gates a little bit too square. It forced him to lose his balance, big star, but didn't make him miss any of the gates. It was a good job it was the last one in a sequence as opposed to a solo one, which he was able to have a bit of time to compose himself, but it has cost him 1.14 below. He's actually behind 2 of the athletes that he started ahead of after the first run. This is Grasto Nielsen. 30-21 from Oslo. Saw him make his debut in the 2019 World Championships, but he competed heavily in the Lillehammer edition last year before heading off to Beijing with that Norwegian team. Again, you see no use of ski poles whatsoever here for Marcus. Born with dysmelia. And he hits the line in 2:03.81. Again, Skoglund and Bendotti's times standing the test at the moment. This is Jesse Keefe. He's just 18, comes from Sun Valley, Idaho. This valley's pretty sunny at times. 2.91. He is inside Skoglund. And Keefe brushing aside the gates and hitting the line. Oh, he was just outside the 2-minute marker. That would have been nice. 2:12 he's under of Skoglund's time. So Jesse Keefe goes to the front for now. And it's his teammate, Andrew Harahay, who leaves the gate next up. 27 years of age. Yeah, I'm from Connecticut. It's a little slow-paced at the moment for Harahei. He's finding this tough going because it's putting 0.85 down on the man he started in front of, Jesse Keefe. Really battling to turn and twist into those gates. 69 of them. Harahei's third World Championships he's competing in here. At the moment, 2 minutes, 0.09. Looks to be getting away from him. In fact, it is indeed. He drops into second, though. So a good run from Jesse Keefe. Looking forward to seeing him in the slalom events. See what turn of pace he can come up with for those. Here is Santeri Kiveri. We talked about the fact that Kiveri was second in the combined event in Pyeongchang. He's put a lead in front of him. He will need something miraculous to be anywhere near the podium at the end of this one. Two-year-old. Giant slalom gold medal winner. And he's raced down to a 1.64 lead over the rest so far, and our first inside the 2-minute mark from Santeri Kiveri. So combined silver from Beijing, gold in the giant slalom. He will be hoping for better at the rest of this competition. This is Leander Kress. Another of our single leg skiers, and again, the lower body strength it takes to maneuver just your single leg and just keep that balance. And already finds himself some 4 seconds back on the leader. Kress coming into this ahead of Kiveri. It doesn't appear that that's going to stay that way at all. And he doesn't get to the line anyway. Kress with a tumble. 4 from the end. Probably not even that many. He might just, be able to squeeze through this and collect the time. He does. Whether he officially came to a stop or not remains to be seen. But Kress's time, the slowest of the lot, no matter what. This is Jules Segers. Second World Championship performance, or appearance, should I say, for young Segers. Still only 19. Born with paralysis on the right side of his body. He was well inside. He will remain well inside, and he goes to the top of the leaderboard. Segers. Big slide there from Thomas Field. Pace really slowing with the Swiss, and already some 2.16 seconds down. So that time from Segers putting him in first position. It looks as if he will stay that way. Thomas Field unable to find the speed and the line that he would have won. Oh, and another slow section. Just getting off balance a couple of times in this run. And once you lose that flow in the slalom, it is very hard to get it back. So Thomas Field goes over in 2.89. It's enough to put Field into 4th position. Jesse Keefe's run looking more and more impressive as he remains in 3rd here. Aaron Lindstrom. Already 1.47 seconds up for young Lindstrom. Just 22 from Japan in Sweden. And his debut back in 2014. His first major international event, the World Champs in Treviso in 2017. Lindstrom goes into top spot. 2.63 in front. Our new leader, it is Lindstrom of Sweden. 10 to come. Projet Prix David. Now on the course. So Lindstrom's time was quick. How much pressure can he put on that top 10? He's already got a big lead on Prix David. The Andorran has not found that opening section to his liking, by comparison to the Swede at least. Anyway, so Lindstrom will continue to lead here. The 25-year-old Andorran brushing aside the post, but it looks like his position above. Oh no, several gates missed in one foul swoop there, through the legs and out the contest. Well, that's the first hurdle for Lindstrom done. Not that Prix David was inside his time anyway. This is Thomas Grucha. A 29-year-old from Austria. And he's behind. Oh, Grucha went 57.19 earlier. Lindstrom was only a fraction slower than Grucha and Burnham and Brossan as well, so he knows that his run is quick. Can he keep top spot for a few more runs? And just hold on to the hope that there is a potential medal in the offing, but Grucha with a good solid finish. He still finds himself 2 seconds behind, but he is into 2nd position as it stands. Oscar Burnham, 23-year-old, originally from Teen. Lost an arm in an accident back in 2018, so very new to his impairment, let alone the sport. He's got some 7th and 8th place finishes to his name over the last World Championships and Paralympic Games. 7th in the Super G. In the last World Championships at Lillehammer, he's going fairly well. He was only a fraction behind Lindstrom at that first intermediate. As he hits the line, he's still 2nd though. It's still a 2-second gap that is being created every time someone crosses the line at the moment. Aaron Lindstrom's 2nd run is proving very, very good indeed. How much longer can he stay that way? We're down to the final 7. This is Brossan. How will he fare? Again, he wasn't too far ahead. Less than half a second he had over Lindstrom. Let's see what that looks like when he comes to the time check, shall we? Looks relatively smooth. Not going to get that time check. We're going to have to see this at the line. 1:54.06. Oh, mistake towards the end. And it's costly. 2nd for Brossan. Got himself sideways. Got himself probably out of the medals. This is Pellizzari. And Lindström is seeing people go behind him constantly. Pellizzari, debut world champs in Lillehammer, 2 bronze medals. And Pellizzari has gone as well. Another mistake, costly and very early as well in the run. Well, he holds his arms out wide. He's not happy with something. Take a look back at this. He's moving neatly. Oh, he straddles it. Just gets that left ski inside the gate. And that's not where it needed to be. Niko Prijancic. "25-year-old representing Austria. Only 4 to come after this. Lindström is just hanging on by a thread here when it comes to a medal. Prijancic was 56.88, so not quite a full second ahead, and he's behind here. So Prijancic now finds himself behind Lindström. 25-year-old needs a big finish if he's going to get something here. Never medaled, very experienced, out on the circuit. But he finds himself a big way back here, and he's not going to hit the 154. He just isn't. 158.75, all the way down in 7th for Niko Prijancic.
7th position for Niko Prijancic with 1 minute 58 seconds, 0.75. A time of 1 minute 1 second is 7 in the slalom. It is 4 seconds 69 above the leader, who is once again
Alexis Guimond.
Aron Lindström.
Was in 4th.
Get it on, Thomas! Thomas, on course.
Well, Guimond is out. So there is no Alexis Guimond at the top of the hill. So hopefully he's okay. Was 4th, which means now Aron Lindström only needs a mistake from 1 athlete, and he will claim a medal from all the way back there. Well, we've seen one Super Swede in Arsho in the women's standing. Has Lindström got enough to earn a medal in this one? Walsh flying through here. A yelp from Walsh. His birthday the day after this competition finishes. Is he going to take a medal like he did in Beijing home with him? 154 is the time we're looking for. He's just outside. Aron Lindström has done remarkable work here. He will get himself a medal. Walsh goes into 2nd. Well, Aron Lindström somehow is hanging in here. But it just goes to show you how good the Swedes' run was. Arthur Bauchet. Bauchet with hopes of a gold. Still just 22 years old. Has won gold medals at all 3 of the World Championships he's competed at. Slalom being one of those where he is very, very consistent. He is the reigning Paralympic champion of the slalom. He's the reigning Paralympic combined event champion, and just look at the gap he's built here. Got to stay upright though. There was a little wobble from Bauchet as he went into that section. He was 4.7 up here. 154 is the aim. He's going to absolutely annihilate that. 147.93. That's big from Arthur Barchet, and he pumps the air in delight. What a performance that is from the Frenchman. Can he be stopped? That is simply brilliant. He now leads by 6 seconds. That means he was better than Lindstrom on both runs. Stretched his lead. And look at the celebration. Big section of French fans up on the hillside. And Arthur Barchet knows there's just one man that could stop him. And here he is. Yesterday in the Super G, Barchet was bronze, Couche was silver. This time, Robin Couche has the chance to reverse that order. But he's got to come on with something quick because Barchet really, really was. The 24-year-old. His only ever medal came back in 2017 in the combined event. He hasn't won one since. Composure and a solid run here, and he's already 3 seconds off the pace. What he doesn't want to do is drop behind Walsh as well. Couche just not able to find the right sort of speed to contest with Barchet. The next question is, how far behind Lindstrom or Walsh, or in front will he be? The medal's yet to be decided in this one. The top four have been joined by the man that started this second run in 11th position. Aaron Lindstrom is in the mix here. 154 is the aim. He is second. Couche. Lindstrom goes into bronze. Walsh misses out by fractions from the American. But there was never any doubt from the halfway stage that Arthur Barchet was taking this title. What a run it was from the Frenchman. Couche picks up his second silver of his career. It's been a while coming. It's his third silver, should I say, second silver since he's got here. Well, it's been a while coming, but he's picked up back-to-back medals, but still he strives for that gold. But look at the gap that Barchet put between the rest. Couche in second. Lindstrom from 11th to 3rd. Tremendous performance once again from a Swede in the standing contest. Well, Guimond, Pellizzari and Pritavi, the non-finishers there, or non-starters as well. Well, another tremendous standing event. You can see how much it's taken out of some of those athletes. Arthur Barchet on that right-hand side of your shot, but he'll be in the middle when we change camera angles. There he is, because he is the overall winner of this one. Aaron Lindstrom, I am not surprised. That is the biggest smile in Spain right now. From 11th to 3rd, fantastic. Couche has to settle for another silver. Barchet is king of the slopes once more.
Well, first of all, congratulations. What a run that was.
Merci déjà. Ouais, c'est sûr que c'était incroyable. C'était fou, j'avais pas mal de pression en haut, j'avoue. C'était un titre que je voulais défendre. Je voulais pas le laisser et j'ai réussi. C'était une manche difficile, surtout dans les jambes. Mais voilà, ça se joue aussi bien là-haut et là-dedans, normalement, je suis solide. Yeah, it was a difficult day. It's a long slalom, so it's hard with the leg. But a lot of heat passed in the head. And today, maybe I was stronger on the head, but yeah, I'm really happy. But it was really difficult because the course is hard now, but it's great. It's really great to have this gold medal.
Congratulations once again.
Thanks.
You heard how hard it was to get the victory for Brochet, but he just made it look so easy, didn't he? Josh Hanlon will get us underway in the sitting contest here as we head through big names like Kurt Oatway, Di Silvestro, Bori, Kampschler and Pedersen. It is a big contest to come.
7 on course.
Well, first off, as we said, Josh Hanlon. Bib number 67 for Hanlon. And a slide out in the early stages for the 25-year-old Australian. He's just struggling to try and bring himself to a halt there. He's got the ski the right way, but it hit a bounce and sent him tumbling. Well, Hanlon is up and already making his way down, so a few course repairs possibly needed. Just here, gets it all sideways, and then there's no stopping him at that point once he starts to tumble. Appears that Hanlon is fine. You've got to have a thick skin to be a sit skier because it comes at you pretty quick once you're down, and there's not a lot of control once you are sliding a mono ski. Often you see the ski come apart from the bottom spring. Oh, and another little bump. That's the same section, you know. That could be a game changer for all of the athletes out there on this course. That's pretty much exactly the same place that we saw us struggle a few moments ago. And it's really slowed the pace here of Matthew Brewer. Safety first attitude here, the 47-year-old. First World Championships. Brewer might have had his struggle at the top, but he's certainly now controlled this latter stages to make sure he hits the line. And he does just that. Next up to Pirel. And again, bit of a struggle out there. This is proving to be a tough slalom course. You saw and heard from Arthur Barchet earlier on saying it was hard. Yeah, sit skiers at the speeds that they tend to find on that single ski, whether it be slalom or whether it be Super G. You certainly know, and you certainly find out what a hard course looks like. It seems that the top end is where this one could be won and lost. At the moment, for Pirel, hits the line. Magnus Baltien is next on the course then, the Norwegian. Gets the chance to train with Jesper Pedersen, of course. Just 23, Magnus. Made his debut at the World Champs yesterday. He's, found himself 4.68 behind Pirel. He was already some 12 seconds ahead of Brewer. What a slide. Not out. We'll have the ability to continue. Already a slow and steady approach from Magnus. And Belchen heading towards the line here, but looks like it's going to be last position for him as he hits it. He does 206.53. Dragan out on the course for the Americans. Again, just you get those outriggers caught in the posts. You don't get your shoulder close enough, and it can drag you back. At the moment, Dragan really taking them right across the centre of the chest to try and avoid being caught under the arm. Sometimes it's unavoidable. He was 4:09 down, so it's a very good run from Victor Pirel by comparison to those that have come behind. In fact, it's now saying Dragan is behind, so we'll just try and correct this system in a moment. We'll check on the finish time as he hits the line. And Ravi Dragan's time is indeed 2:04.83. So yes, it was plus 11.57 behind. I think we'll have a short delay here after this next runner. This is Lou Brasdeguin from France. He started 2.3 seconds up. From the man in front of him. We'll see what sort of speed Brasdeguin can find through these gates. Real sign of a good champion, by the way. Arthur Barchet has gone and joined all those French supporters on the far side of the course to go and cheer on the French athletes coming down in the sitting category. So that shows you the mark of the man, not just the athlete. Brasdeguin, that's where we have no stop, so that's good. Whatever issue they thought they had has now disappeared. But Brasdeguin, his lead has also disappeared. He goes behind Pirel. 3 seconds, and again, that run from the Frenchman, Victor Pirel. The first run was well over a minute. The second run has come in at 52.88. It's electric pace. Looking forward to seeing him in the slalom later in the week. Bit of a bump for Suzuki there. You see him back end just bouncing up, and it means a little bit more control is then needed. He's 185 ahead. He's just lost a bit of pace through that section. You can see the course carving its own path. Suzuki heading in towards the final section then. 1:53.26 is currently the best time. Can the 34-year-old get inside? I don't think so from here. 1:53 is going to remain safe again. And not even by a short distance. 2:61. Pirel throwing the hat in the ring, as they say, with a big, big performance. Just as Lindström did in the men's event. Oh, what a big, big slide. That's another one that Pirel will be looking to get past here. Biscayne Hudson, who went 56.77 earlier on. So almost a 4-second gap for Biscayne Hudson against Pirel at the start. And that's a second issue that he's had, and the third is the third and final, as they say, as he hits the deck and slides away. Victor Pirel, his eyes must be lighting up here.
Okay, copy.
He also started in 11th, Pirel. With only 5 to go, the Frenchman hangs on to the lead. Impressive, to say the least. Can he do what will now be known as a Lindstrom? Here's the man from Calgary. It's Kurt Oatway, 38-year-old. International debut all the way back in 2011, over a decade of racing for this man. He's been there, he's seen it, he's done it. He's been a Paralympic champion, Super G. He's got medals at World Championships. The last time out, not so good in Lillehammer, but a double silver in the 2019 World Champs. Oh, and Oatway goes. Kurt Oatway goes. He was in front, and again, Victor Pirel has gone from 11th, and he sits there now with just 4 to come. What a day day 2 is turning out to be. A tough moment for Kurt Oatway. It's the 3rd DNF we've had here in the men's sit ski. Vinay Di Silvestro to come up with a big moment then perhaps. He's 4th at the moment, just 26 years of age, a gold medalist in Lillehammer. Double silver in Beijing. And this course has offered its complications so far, and the only one to master it at any sort of speed has been Victor Pirel. 52.88. And that still stands as the time to beat. He's inside, and so he should be. It was a fairly big gap before he even got started, Di Silvestro. All he is doing is sort of hanging on to the time that he had. He was 5 seconds up on Pirel at the start. He hasn't had any awkward moments yet. He should have enough to get down. 153 is about to go. It's a brave effort from Pirel. Di Silvestro knocks him off top spot though. 148.68. But that run, 53.16, is slower than Pirel's. So it just goes to show you, if Pirel could have done something more in the Super G element, he might have been really in the race for these medals. 3 to come though. Di Silvestro in the driving seat. So this is Taiki Mori. A gold in his first day. He finds himself in 3rd position going into this second run. Mori but he finds himself slipping here. Big loss of time here. This is an opportunity for Di Silvestro to elevate himself. He went into this in 4th. Pedersen and Kampster, you know, are going to throw themselves at this at 100 miles an hour, as they always do. It can lead to mistakes. Mori has been very safe here, but it won't be quick enough. He does go second though, so Pirel's dreams disappearing. Mori goes into second. Just couldn't find the line and the speed that those in front of him could. It was a 57-second run. Nowhere near Di Silvestro and Pirel. Jeroen Kampster The man from Leiderdorp in the Netherlands. Only 23. Gold medals in the last 3 World Championships. This an opportunity to take one here. Silver in Super G. He sits second so far. Will it be another silver medal? Or has he got something here that will get him a gold? It's really driving, trying to keep the line as tight as possible. Oh, and it means a slide. He's going to get through the gate though. But how much time will it cost him? And again, Di Silvestro must be wondering, is this my time? Kampschreur knows Pedersen's to come. Oh, he's pushing as hard as he physically can here to get through this bottom stage. 148.68. Oh, and a big bounce here as well. He's certainly putting on the afterburners, but it's too little too late. As he hits the line, he is going to be 2.09 seconds back. It will be a medal for Jeroen Kampschreur, but will it be silver or bronze? That very much depends on what Jesper Pedersen does next. But here, a few bumpy moments for the Dutchman. It will not be gold this time round for Jeroen. Jesper Pedersen. 23-year-old, 4-time Paralympic gold medalist in Beijing. 3 golds in Lillehammer. And he only had a fractional lead over Kampschreur. He had a bit more when it came to Di Silvestro. He was well over a second. 112 was a lead that he had. He has to utilise that, and it's already down to just 0.69. Has Di Silvestro come up with a run that's good enough to beat not only Kampschreur, but Pedersen as well? His lead has almost halved. From 112 to 0.69, Pedersen has to find speed and keep it. He has to find the right line and stay on it if he is to take the combined title here. He was a combined silver medalist at the last World Championships. He has to go 148. Oh, it's 147.82. Pedersen gets there. It was bronze yesterday, but he returns to the top of the podium where he was 3 times at the last World Championships. Pedersen has done it again. It wasn't without hairy moments, but he eventually finishes his run some 0.86 ahead of René Di Silvestro. Jeroen Kampschreur gets bronze. Mori goes from top 3 to 4th. Well done, Victor Pirel, who went from 11th to finishing in 5th. Tremendous run. And his time of 52.88, by the way, far quicker than anybody else out there from the Frenchman. There you are, 5.44 for Pirel, as I just said, the quickest time of that competition. But it's Pedersen, Di Silvestro and Kampschreur that take those medals. Now there they are, the 3 giants of the sitting game. There's a smile there from Kampschreur, but really behind those eyes, behind that mask, is a want to be a gold medalist at the World Champs once again. But Jesper Pedersen it is that took it here in Espoo.
You were fastest this morning in the Super G, fastest in the slalom, first gold medal of the World Championships.
Ja, det var tøft I slalom, men jeg klarte å endre på de tingene jeg gjorde feil I går, og ja, klarte å gunne I begge omgangene egentlig, så jeg er ganske fornøyd. Ja, det was pretty tough in the slalom now, pretty bumpy and stuff, but I managed to stay in line and follow the plan, so I'm pretty happy with this one.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And there you go. That is the end of the Alpine combined event here at the FIS Para Alpine Ski World Championships. We'll be back with more action tomorrow. Make sure you join us for that.
Okay, you finished 4th yesterday, 2nd today. Big improvements and your first medal of these World Championships.
Sì, dopo la mia prima gara di ieri, che ero 4º, volevo un po' riscattarmi. Infatti oggi il mio Super G non era bellissimo, però alla fine ci ho provato in slalom, ho dato il tutto per tutto e sono finito 2º, che va bene, però speravo di fare meglio.
And in English?
Yes, my Super G of yesterday was not so good, 4th place. Today the same, and I tried all the best, all per all in the 2nd. In the slalom, that's my discipline. So I'm 2nd now, but I think I can do better. Yeah.
Well, let's see if you can get gold later on this week. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, you had a lot of speed coming down there, maybe a little bit too much, a little bit hazy on the last few corners, and then in the end, you pick up a bronze.
Yeah, the snow was really aggressive, and I tried to keep my form. Eventually, my bucket hit the ground one turn, and you know, it was hard to try and make up for it. I tried to go a risk. I did that, made one other mistake, but I mean, I did all I can, and still a 3rd place it's alright, but of course I wanted to go for more. One more in Dutch, oké. Ja, ik heb het helaas laten liggen in het midden op het steile stuk. En ja, daar raakte mijn bak op een gegeven moment de grond. Daar verloor ik echt heel veel meters en toen stond ik bijna stil. En vanaf dat moment dacht ik, ja, alles of niks en volle bak gaan. Ja, met alles of niks komt er natuurlijk ook wel wat meer risico bij kijken. Met heel wat schoonheidsfoutjes tussendoor heb ik proberen mijn ski te laten lopen. Maar mocht niet baten voor een zilver of een gouden, maar brons is niet slecht. Het is oké, ja.
Well, congratulations on the bronze. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, so here is the last top 10 of the day. For the speaking. Position finally for Magnus top 10 of Norway. 9th position. Position was for Victor Ferrer of France, and in the podium places from the Netherlands, Jaron Kamscherer. 2nd of Italy, René de Silvestro with 1:88.68, and though today's winner in Mexico with 1:47.72 from Norway, Jesper Pedersen.